Right guys, so recently I did a video discussing some of the craziest and most shocking incidents and controversies in independent wrestling, and you guys seem to really enjoy that, so I'm back here with another video discussing some of the more craziest incidents in the history of independent wrestling, specifically shoot incidents. Basically moments at indie shows where matches turned a bit real or just turned into a straight up real fight. So like the video as we discuss the first item on this list, which is one of the stranger items I've discussed in one of these videos, as you might be familiar with YouTuber Grimm's Toy Show, who's been on the platform for a good while now. I definitely used to watch it when I was younger, I can say that for sure, but Grimm's Toy Show also takes independent bookings here and there from what I understand, and also runs his own promotion. And I remember him being involved in a strange incident where he was legit attacked at an independent wrestling show. I remember seeing this as a kid when Grimm's Toy Show was making videos talking about it, and in research I found this took place in 2017 at a JCPW show, and I'm guessing it was an unplanned spot as they come out here, they jump him, they even powerbomb him at one point, as footage shows all of this, and Grimm also goes on to discuss it on his channel.
Guys that didn't like each other. Get buddies now.
Wait, did you fight?
Get buddies now. Look at
them. Get out. Give me a mic. Give me the stick. Get out. I know we were good before, but hey, the fact that you guys are even allowed in the ring is a disgrace to professional wrestling. It is disgusting. Get out of our ring. You don't deserve to be in this ring like we do. You don't deserve it.
You know what? Everybody unfollow JC or whatever the fuck this place is. Suck my dick.
Very professional.
Why don't you get some training first?
Their names were Aaron Bradley and Brandon Kirk. And after our match, they jumped in the ring and attacked us. Legit, for real. Like, you know, professional wrestling is a show, okay? But this was not part of the show. And I was punched in the back of the head very hard by one of these guys. I don't know which one because they're unknowns. And that's why they're mad, okay? And I got punched in the back of the head, and I got rocked, and I saw stars. And so I got rocked in the back of the head. And I said, what was that? And my first instinct, if someone's attacking me, is I'm going to attack them back. So I clocked this guy in the back of the head as he was about to attack Rojo. Meanwhile, the other dude had grabbed Jay Evans and gave him a power bomb. And I'll give it to you, the power bomb looked like, you know, a show, you know. But the punch that I took to the back of the head was not. Okay, and I don't know, the guy who hit me was going after Rojo. God knows what he would have done had I not retaliated and got him back.
So next incident involves former WWE mid-carder Manu, who there's a very good chance you don't remember, but he was just like the lower mid-card member of Legacy, that stable if you remember them. He now goes by Afa Jr., and if this clip of him shooting on an opponent, a younger opponent at an independent show is anything to go off, then there's very good reason he never made it far in the WWE. And apparently this stemmed from the fact that the kid was doing a Samoan gimmick even though he wasn't actually Samoan, so Afa felt the need to do this in the ring rather than discussing it backstage, you know?
Oh my god! What the? Holy shit! What the fuck? Didn't even ring the bell! Oh my god! Keep him away from me! Oh my god! Wait, what? Oh my god! Jesus, indeed! Aura. Dude, the aura's unreal.
Get this piece of shit out of my fucking ring.
Oh.
I don't know what fucking island you think you come from, but it sure as fuck ain't the South Pacific, you piece of shit.
Oh my
This
God.
is not cosplay. You got some bad advice from some bad fucking trainers, because I don't play wrestling. I bled for this shit. My family bled for this shit for generations. I am not gonna let no bullshit Puerto Rican piece of shit.
Next up is an incident that involves New Jack, who I could make an entire video just talking about some of his craziest controversies and incidents and drama he's been caught in. I could probably do that very soon, and maybe I will. But this one was suggested by Larry Bundy Jr. in the comments of my last indie wrestling show video, so I thought I would discuss it here, and I have actually heard of it before, and that is the New Jack versus Gypsy Joe incident. And basically, you may have heard of this match as the infamous match where New Jack just beats up on a 70-year-old man. At least that's how I had heard of it originally. This took place at NWA Main Event Wrestling Columbia in 2003, and as the match goes on, it just gets more uncomfortable, and it's almost like the crowd kind of realize that they're witnessing like a murder happening in real time.
But for those that don't know who Gypsy Joe is, he's an old little guy, about 76 years old. And Gypsy Joe was probably over when gas was about 12 cents a gallon. He was a star way back in the day. Way back in the day. Back during the time where he probably tag teamed with Moses and Jesus. He was way back there, dog. And Gypsy Joe decides that he wants to do a match against me. Yours truly. So I go to Tennessee to meet this guy to do these promos at this TV studio. And I walk in, it's this big old white boy sitting there all muscled up. Then there's this little bitty white dude sitting there. So I walk up to the big guy. I'm like, what's up, man? I'm Jack. He said, what you calling? I said, well, you're not Joe? He said, no, that's Joe right there. So I looked at him. I'm like, okay, they playing with me. But he said, no, I'm Joe. It's okay. So I go to the promoter. I said, so what you want me to do with this guy? He said, have a match with him. He's hard as nails. He's tough as leather. I said, bro, I can't do but one or two things with him. I said, I can either beat him to death or do I go out there and do a comedy match and lose dollar value in my name. He can take anything you dish out. He's tough as nails. That's okay. So I go to the show, and it's just country hicks, rednecks, no teeth, stinking, no shoes. I mean, it was disgusting. And I'm usually accepted as the good guy. But in Tennessee, if I came in there with some angel wings and a halo, I'm not going to be the good guy. They won't let me. So when I walked out, I knew I was in for something. When, you know, sometimes I take my bandana off and throw it in the audience. Well, I threw it in the audience and they threw it back. They didn't want it. Ain't want no part of me. So now New Jack gets in the ring, Gypsy Joe comes out wearing his pink tights, them little panty things, and his nice little pretty coat, and his hair that's blotted and splotched, and he got little, where it won't even dye no more, it's just gray, and then his bald head spotting it, you know. And we started the match, and Gypsy Joe will not sell nothing that I gave him. In other words, if I punched him, he had like I didn't punch him. So then he headbutted me in my nose. I got enough nose as it is, and he just smashed it. So then I went on the attack, and I beat him, and I beat him, and I beat him, and I stomped him. And I wrapped ball right around his head, snatched it off, and big old piece of hair in it. And I took a baseball bat and pinged him across the top of his head and beat him. And then everybody in the audience was calling me the N-word, and I was putting that whooping on Joe like it wasn't going to be no tomorrow. The promoter came out and stopped the match. He said, I'm stopping the match due to unnecessary roughness.
The referee is stopping the match for unnecessary roughness.
It's a hardcore match. This is supposed to be rough.
Your mama's a nigga, bitch.
And the match ended. I went downstairs and got my bag and got in the trunk of somebody's car and we left. Because they called the cops. Needless to say, Gypsy Joe did not respond to any interviews when people want to talk to him about the match that me and him had, because off the record he told somebody that was the worst beating he ever took in his life, that I was going to kill him. And actually, if I could have gotten away with it, I would have. Because there comes a time and point in this business where you get too old to do this. You're too young to do it, then you're too old to do it. And his day done came and went long time ago. And me having the reputation I have in this business, you might not like me, but you will respect me. And if not, you'll be laying up beside him in the hospital and I'll beat the fool out you.
And the final incident to discuss is something that took place at an RWA independent show in 2019 as a veteran would shoot on a younger worker, that being Brad Anderson, who is the son of Gene Anderson, and he was facing younger wrestler Jacob Ryan. And this match, for no good reason, just turns into a straight up shoot assault from Brad to Jacob, so bad that the promoter himself and other wrestlers had to come out and break it up and release a statement. Brad Anderson would later come out and say the reason this happened was because Jacob Ryan had injured his son Carter with a sloppy clothesline on the previous show, and so he handled it old school here, which once again, just talk about it backstage. I don't know why veterans have to act this way.
What we said in the back ain't happening. Heard that. Yep. Come on, man, move. No, this is turned personal. It's real.
Hey, come on, man.
All right, now.
Red.
Hey, Red, you gotta get out there and stop that, brother.
Hey, come on, man. Get him off. Jesus Christ. What the hell, man?
Yeah, what was up with that, dude?
Jesus Christ, you're twice his size. 5 times his skill set. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, that went too far, bro. No, he shot on for real. That was too far, bro. Nah, that was too much. Way too much. That was wrong. That was way wrong.
There's no fucking sense in that, man.
Crap, get him out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, the ref should have stopped that a lot sooner.
Yeah, just another case of a mark wrestler, a wrestler who's a total mark for himself, similarly to Afa, who I mentioned before. But yeah, that about covers it for some of the more craziest incidents in the world of independent wrestling. If you can think of any others, then leave them in the comments down below. I love doing these videos on independent wrestling because there's things that I find out that I had never known, so it's always interesting to research these videos and make them happen. So I hope you did enjoy that. Like the video if you did enjoy, and subscribe notifications on so you never miss a video on the Tops in Wrestling channel. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, and keep on rolling.